Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm collecting madness. There's always madness in love, and we love collecting.
We are sending all troops to meet this army assembling near the swamp. It appears to be made up of primitives.
This will work to our advantage.
I have your approval to proceed then, my lord?
Wipe them out. All of them.
Now today's video is all about, of course, Star Wars. But this is not a Hot Toys. This is an accessory I picked up that was sold long ago by SideShow Collectibles. As you can see up top, it has their Lords of the Sith logo. It also has a SideShow exclusive sticker, and that is because this was sold at San Diego Comic-Con back in 2007. Yes guys, you heard me right, 2007, and this figure has never been opened. The box is a little damaged, but the clamshell is completely sealed, and I'm super excited to dive into this. If you are new here and you want to join in on all the madness right here on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, if you're as mad as I am about collecting, go ahead and beat up that like button as well. Now guys, as we open this up, I do want to say I primarily picked this up just because it is an accessory to Darth Maul. Now it was an accessory to the SideShow Maul back in the day, but I wanted it for that new Maul that just came out with the speeder bike that Hot Toys announced, so I won't see him till like 2025, but for now this will be in the display. And as you can see, Lord of the Sith right there. They do have a 30th logo, as the film was in 1977, the original Star Wars. You can see a little bit of Luke there with Leia, so this was for the 30th anniversary, and as I said, that SideShow exclusive sticker. Now you can also see that they haven't really changed since 2007 and even before that. With this style of boxing, you have the lighter gray to darker gray shoebox style. This is a very small package. Beat up, as I said, we have an image of Darth Sidious on the Mechno Chair, and then a few scenes on the back as well as some dialogue, and if you would like to pause it, feel free to do so. But you can get 5 scenes. You have some Order 66 stuff. The main scene that this is from, where he's walking with the Viceroys and Gunray, and Darth Maul is right there, along with Sidious himself. This was an image of SideShow and the figure that comes in the box. But, like I said, this will be going with my Hot Toys. And another image on the side. But let's crack this baby open because I'm super excited. So as I said, here we have some instructions, I guess, to pull away the panel to reveal battery opening. This is basically just showing you, even then SideShow themselves used button cells. That's the light, and then obviously the hologram will peg right on. But let's get to the good stuff. Sealed tape, guys. This is what made me so excited for this. I got this in a local shop that sells, buys, and trades like a whole bunch of different collectibles, from SideShow to Hot Toys to statues. I mean, you name it, it's there. Like 3-inch figures, 6-inch figures, old Hasbro 12-inch figures. And we're gonna start with this thing. Holy crap, it actually feels kind of solid and nicely painted. We're gonna go over some detail. This thing is heavier than I thought. If you've ever held like a wax candle, that's almost kind of what this feels like. But we're gonna get this clamshell out of here and go over both of these in more detail. Okay guys, so here we have the Mechno Chair, and you can see it is nicely painted in this almost metallic color. It is very light, as it per being SideShow. These move up and down on both sides. They're fairly stiff actually. It took me a bit. I was moving it off camera. But even this joint here moves, and you can see or hear just how tight it really is. And on this side, these top two joints don't move, so I think what I'm gonna do is have it like that, so that they kind of match. And I may have it look like it's kind of walking, which it was. It almost reminds me of a spider. Going over the underneath, not too much detail. There's more of it on the sides of these legs, and it's the same all the way around. Here's the light. Here's the switch, which when you power it on, it does work, but it's kind of flickering, and I don't think that's the effect. I think that's age. And I did take a sneak peek into this housing here, and I only wanted to show you guys with the hologram, and then I'm going to remove it because it's not safe. But from old age, you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera in there. There is some corrosion in there. So I'm gonna have to get these batteries out after the video and replace them, like clean it up and stuff. I kind of expect that with old age anyway. So it is what it is. I'm still happy with it, and I'm still happy it works. And even if it didn't, I'd probably open it up like I did for my brother's base and resolder any wires that I would need to. But cleaning this thing up is not going to be a problem. Now let's talk about Darth Sidious. I think the sculpt looks alright. It doesn't look like him that much, but obviously with the hood and the drapes you can tell who it is. I like the hands together, and there's even a hole in there so you can, see separation in the hands. It's just basically hollow in between so that the light can pass through. And going over the back, it's just more clear plastic. There's really not weathering, obviously, because it's a hologram, so you just have texture of the robes flowing, and it actually does the job. I'm used to seeing the smaller ones that they do. This isn't as blue of a color as Hot Toys does nowadays. It reminds me of an older SideShow or like an older Hot Toy like they did with the, what's it called, R2-D2, where you had Leia. That one was a bit light, but the hologram table compared to the Revenge of the Sith one definitely outshines this, obviously, because Hot Toys does like the real color of the paint now. But other than that, this guy is pretty solid. I don't feel like he's gonna break, and he looks really, really cool. Just going over for size comparison, you can see this is an Obi-Wan Kenobi hologram from the Revenge of the Sith Deluxe. So you get this hologram that goes on the holo table, and then you have this one. So this is just size comparison. You can see in the Hot Toys they kind of color the face a bit, and when there's light you see it a lot more. There's way more detail on the face of this one. There's ribbing in the lines to make it look more holographic, whereas this is just flat, but it still does the job. So let's get this thing on the Mechno Chair and get it lit up and close out the video. So here we have Darth Sidious on the Mechno Chair with the light on. As you can see, it's a little bit bright towards the bottom. I may turn out some light so you can see it real quick. You would have to be crazy to put your collection in this pitch black just to see it light up like that. But in case you do, here's what that looks like. But other than that, this figure is pretty basic, and it doesn't do much. You can adjust the legs, which I kind of have them stancing like they are walking. Other than that, there's not much to do with it. It's really more of a accessory and display piece next to my Maul, just to heighten it that much more in my Phantom Menace display. With that being said, I think it's pretty solid. Paint apps are good. Could it be brighter? Yes. I may do a USB feature like where I can have a cord go up through it and plug it in instead of having button cell batteries once it's all cleaned up, and then that way it stays lit all the time, because I think if it's not, it doesn't look as good as it could, obviously, because it's translucent plastic. But other than that, solid release. Glad I picked it up. Got it super cheap, and you can find these on eBay for around 100 to 130 bucks. I got mine at a discount because I bought some other stuff, and the guy was super generous. You are still watching. Again, thank you so much. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. I have a goal of 1,750 right here on the channel, and if you are looking forward to seeing more content on the channel and following me on my collecting journey, go ahead and do so. I won't be mad if you don't though, but that'll do it for today's video. Without further ado, guys, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.